After weeks of singling out my lumps and bumps in a quest for the perfect bod, I've turned my attention to my arms. So far I've hit the weights, banded about with Amanda Byram, and even tried a bit of shock treatment to blitz my bingo wings. I've only got one thing to say about this electronic muscle stimulation device, and that is, ow, ow. I know people say you've got to feel the burn. I didn't think they meant literally. Quite honestly, I would rather go to the gym. I'm not too keen on using a battery-operated machine to reach arm nirvana, and to be honest, everything else I've tried just hasn't captured my imagination. So, after a little research, I found the new kid on the celebrity block when it comes to toning up your wings, Jacari.
Sorry I'm late. Don't worry, don't worry.
Hello,
Come join
hi.
us. Hi. So this is your fly set that we're going to be using today. So this is your space around here. So the ropes are inside this. You'll notice that they're really, really sturdy. It will take 10 times your body weight. So anything you put onto this bar, you'll be safe.
Jacari was created by a leading trainer manufacturer who teamed up with one of the world's biggest circuses. They mixed up cardiovascular exercise with trapeze-style moves that target your upper body. Because the workout is actually based on real circus moves, it feels more like clowning around, even though it's really tough, and it's already proved a hit with celebrities Misha Barton and Kim Kardashian. I'm the only one that can't spin properly. Stop! Stop! Do you know what? That might look really easy, but it was incredibly difficult, and I reckon that if you kept that up for a few weeks, you would definitely have rock-hard arms.
It's 3 months since Hannah and Andy checked out of the feeding clinic. And now they're back. But how much of an impact has their eating plan really had?
I was surprised if I haven't lost a stone, maybe pushing 2.
I don't want to stand on the scales and for it to say less or the same as I was before.
How've the last 12 weeks been?
They've been surprisingly well. I see food in a completely different light.
So how's the food that you're eating now changed? How's it changed from before?
There's a lot more greens in my food. I'm eating more salad. I'm eating more vegetables. I avoid any kind of sweets, crisps, chocolates. I don't touch those at all.
Your big worry was your son Jake seemed to be getting bigger and putting on weight and copying all of his father's bad habits. Has that started to change?
It really has. He doesn't ever ask for chips, which is something that was a daily routine for both of us.
So you'd say that these last 12 weeks for you have been a success?
Yeah, definitely. The way I perceive myself's improved. And I've always been told if you can't love yourself, who else is going to love you? And I've started to not love myself, but I like me much more than I used to.
Hannah, welcome back. How have you found the last 12 weeks?
I found it really hard to start with. Just the quantity of food that I was sort of advised I should be eating. When I sort of looked at it on paper, it didn't look like very much. But when I was actually trying to introduce it into my daily routine, it was very, very hard.
Do you think you've succeeded in making changes?
The main changes, I do have breakfast now.
Good.
And I don't have chocolate cereal for breakfast. I have, sort of a muesli or something like that.
I mean, physically, you're looking better. You're looking brighter, more awake for a start. And how about energy levels? Has things improved there?
Yeah, definitely. I notice it more in the evenings when I get home from work. Instead of just sort of vegging on the couch like I used to, I'm able to help James a lot more around the house and with Charlie, so that's been really positive.
Just before they get their weigh-in results, the pair are reunited.
How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Great to see you.
Yeah, you too. You look fantastic. Your face looks so different. You've lost so much around here.
I don't mean to insult you, but you looked quite tired last time I saw you.
Yeah.
You don't. You look really...
I feel like I've got more energy.
All right, chaps, it's time to put you out of your miseries, really, isn't it? But first, what a transformation, don't you think?
Fantastic. Yeah, it looks really well.
Such a dramatic change in you. Are you impressed?
I am, actually. I mean, I thought Andy would do really well.
What about this young lady?
Amazing.
So you're clearly buzzing with a little bit more energy. And Andy, I mean, your face has changed completely.
So, have the last 3 months made a difference in the weight department?
But weight-wise, do you think you've gained, lost, stayed the same?
I'll be happy if I've stayed the same, I think. But I wouldn't be surprised if I've lost a bit of weight.
Well, actually, you have stayed pretty much exactly as you always have been. No great changes at all. But I do know, to be fair to you, you have been ill, haven't you?
I had a sickness bug, and then shortly after I had flu.
I suspect, looking at you, you did actually manage to put on some weight, but unfortunately, with the illness, you then lost it again, so you are sort of the same as you were. So, Andy, what about you? Your turn. How do you think? What's your guess?
If I've lost 2 stone, I'll be very
happy,
happy.
man.
But if I've lost a stone, I'll still be happy because I'm going in the right direction.
Well, you've done quite a bit better than 2. You've lost 3 stone, 4 pounds, which I have to say is phenomenal. Not only that, you've lost 8 inches around your tummy, you've lost 6 inches around your thighs. It's dropping off you, and you just look so much better for it.
I feel much better too. I really do.
So, guys, I think, you know, you've both absolutely cracked it. You know you can do it. You know it works. And you know that it's not absolutely impossible, don't you? These little tiny changes that you make in your lives make such a huge difference. So keep up the good work, both of you.
And I only recovered from my illness about a week ago, so I'm really pleased that I've managed to get back to where I was. It's a step in the right direction, and I know that if I go home and carry on, then I will gain some weight from sort of moving forward.
Yeah, you too. You look fantastic.
It's a long journey. It's going to take me a long time to perhaps be the size that I want to be and to get all the weight off. But I know that I can do it.
It's not just adults who have an extreme dysfunctional approach to food. Now our children do too. Around 16% of them in the UK are now obese, and the number of children admitted to hospital suffering from anorexia has risen by about 125% during the last decade. Later this year, Supersize vs Superskinny will be making a series of children's specials. If your child is over or underweight, has an out-of-control appetite or worryingly fussy eating habits, and you'd like to take part, go to channel4.com/take part for an application form. Next time on Supersize vs Superskinny, we meet a quick fix kid who never makes time for proper food.
That's a week of breakfasts. Is that enough?
Well, I think it's enough.
And a snack addict who's running out of time.
Increased weight will increase your risks of all sorts of medical conditions, and those are the things that are going to kill you.
Our 4 anorexics try to learn how to relax and be pampered.
I could almost feel a collective sigh coming out of all my pores, like, what have I done to deserve this after 4 years?
And Anna Richardson attempts to ride the waves in her quest for the perfect body.
Is food a problem for you? Get eating tips to help you alter your thinking on channel4.com/size. In a brand new series, B&B owners prepare their rooms for their rivals who pay what they think they're worth. 3 in a bed tomorrow at 8. Tonight, though, the greatest meal that was never eaten was dinner on the Titanic. Heston's refloating ideas for an incredible Edwardian feast next.